right, well, time to get out of here. I've already done my walk around, checked all my compartments. I think I got everything pretty much stowed away. We'll see. A few things here. And we're off. Might have to move my guitar back there. Rained like crazy last night. But today, nice and sunny, it looks like. One thing about these state forests, the roads are narrow. You have to pay attention. Yeah, it's an awesome couple days. You know, I didn't do a whole lot of filming because I really didn't do anything spectacular. You know, I just organized a little bit in the RV, trying to figure out where things are, go. Also, trying to find out what I need, what I didn't have, things like that. There's a lot of things that I forgot. Like, I forgot aluminum foil. It was just like, really? You forget aluminum foil? But, yeah, you make do. You do it. You do what you can. And it was take a lot more than loss of aluminum foil to ruin my trip, I'll tell you that. What do you say we switch that camera around and you guys get a view heading out? Some of the moss on the trees out here is pretty awesome. I didn't get any footage of it before, so let's do that now. Let me move the camera. All right. Nice little bridge over here to the left, a little creek there. There's actually a little picnic table. You cross the little bridge to get to a picnic table. It's kind of nice. And if you take a left here, it'll take you to some picnic areas and, day use kind of stuff. I'm cautious about the tree branches and stuff like that, but something? Having the aluminum roof helps. So here's the moss pines. A lot of beetle kill through here. So they've been clear cutting little bits and pieces and then replanting, beetle tolerant, or I don't know how to say it, but they plant different pine trees that the beetles don't kill. These Asian longhorn beetle, or it's something like that. I think they're called longhorn beetles. Now the road to my left there's the ranger station, and it was pretty cool. We stopped in there, asked some questions when I first started coming up this way. And they have a tank that's been retrofitted with water tanks and spray hoses for fighting fires, things like that. They can actually drive through the woods and fight fires with the tank. I thought it was pretty cool. If I stop there again, I'll take some video of it, some footage. This really is one of the nicest areas around here. New England is so built up that it's hard to find nice wooded areas like this. This is pretty sure it's around 27,000 acres, 25 or 27. There's fishing, hunting, canoeing, kayaking, a little bit of everything. Lots of hiking. Let's get out of here. I was going to stop at that Shell station we just passed for gas and maybe get a coffee. They have a Dunkin' Donuts. But the price is $2.20 a gallon. Down by me, it's like $2 a gallon. So, when you're filling up, well, I don't know, I got a quarter of a tank, so say you're putting in 50 gallons, 25 cents or 20 cents is significant. All right, getting on the highway. Settle in, get comfortable. So the past few nights, I realized a few things with the RV. The furnace does run quite a bit. Seems like it kicks on and off a lot. It doesn't run for long periods of time, but it turns on, heats up, and turns off. And then 10 minutes later, turns on. It really wasn't that cold. So I think the thermostat doesn't have any swing temperature. Like, I would rather it go 2 degrees below my set point, kick on, and increase the temperature to 2 degrees above, so that there's, a longer window where the furnace isn't running. But there'll also be a longer window when it is running, because, it'll have to raise the temperature 4 degrees rather than 2 per se. Right now it seems like if it drops 1 degree, it kicks on. So I don't know, I gotta look into that. There might not be anything I can do about that, but the other thing is I have to put a bed in the back. The couch is nice and all, and it was comfortable. I mean, real comfortable to sleep on as far as the cushion. I mean, it's 10-inch memory foam back there for a couch. But it's just too narrow for me. I like to toss and turn a little bit, so taking that out and putting in a bed back there is going to be a priority for the spring. I still would like the option of putting the couch back in if I want. There are times when I might go for a day trip with a group of people, and then it would be nice to have a couch back there for people to sit on. So, and not use it as a bedroom per se. I thought about sleeping on the jackknife sofa, pulling that out, but I just didn't. No other way to put it, but I just didn't. I slept in the back, probably because the TV's in the back. I haven't put one up here yet. Batteries did well. I got down after 2 days. I got down to about 12.2. But that's running the heat the whole time I was there. I had it set way low. During the day I have it set at around 45, 50. And then at night I would set it to 55. One of the other things I noticed is the water pump kicks on. Now, generally they say that's one of the symptoms of a water leak. If your water pump keeps kicking on and off without you running any of the faucets. So I have to look at that. I'm wondering if it's blowback from the water pump, if it's just the water pump's just not holding pressure. I don't know. I have to look at that. Tell me what you guys think. It looks like it's the original water pump. So I might either put a check valve in there to see, or just replace the water pump. So what else? What else did I notice? Good amount of condensation on the front windshield when I open the curtains. So I actually had to wipe the front windshield down with paper towels and then turn the deep foggers on. Don't know if that's normal. I still want to put the curtain behind me here instead of using the windshield curtains. I think that might help. The coach drives very good. You know, I enjoy driving it. It doesn't sway a lot. I mean, it does sway. I mean, it's, let's face it, it's top heavy. It's, you know, I do feel the wind from tractor trailers, things like that. There are some white knuckle moments when you're like, whoa. But, you know, if you just ride it out, you know, you don't panic and constantly moving the steering wheel around. It's a very smooth ride. I mean, she tracks straight. I'm not fighting it all the time. I can take my hands off the steering wheel. Yeah, I'm doing 60 right now. Those are just things that I noticed, you know, camping. It's very comfortable to sleep in. Temperature-wise, it's very good. I mean, it's winter time. You're in a camper. It's, you know, I didn't want to crank the heat up to a point where I could walk around with a t-shirt on. I wore a sweatshirt or, you know, long sleeves and socks and long pants, which is just fine. You know, you stay nice and warm and not expect the furnace to keep you, you know, at the temperature that your house might be, you know, 70 degrees or whatever. You know, it's funny, before I came on the trip, or actually when I first bought the coach as well, I got a lot of questions because, you know, it's very significant in size. It's intimidating. And, you know, my buddy was like, dude, you're going to drive that thing? And it's like, yeah, why? And he's like, oh, I couldn't drive that. You know, it's easier than you think. Take your time, cruise along. You know, be mindful of your left and your right, your height, your tail swing, you know, when you're taking off from a parking on the side of the road or something like that. Don't cut the wheel too hard, you know. Leave yourself enough room to come off of the curb at an angle and not, you know, turn aggressive. And I find it to be not much different than driving my truck with the trailer behind me with my pop-up. I got a couple hours on the road. Well, I wouldn't say a couple hours, a little under 2. And be wondering where I'm going next.